a dreadful color.
Yeah.
Once more, everybody, into the breach. Welcome back to the final video of Galerians Ash. An amazing game developed by amazing developers who had lots of great ideas for environments.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in myself just now because we've been calling it Galerian Ash this whole time, and we have resisted calling it Galerian Ass.
I was about to ask when you said that, should we be calling it Galerian Ass? And then you pointed that out.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, we were talking beforehand. She was skimming some of my Galerians 1 LP, and she was pointing out, hey, we're in the white version of this room, hooray. And she was pointing out that the PS1 first game in this franchise looks better than the PS2 game, which is sad.
It's not even like it looks a little better, it looks significantly better.
Yeah, so that's pretty sad.
Yeah.
I did want to start this off positively, and obviously that didn't quite happen. But I do want to say some nice things. Yeah, I do want to say some nice things about the game. And I have pointed these out before.
Lilia, can you analyze this terminal?
I'll try. Last Galerian Program 8 is by Mother Computer Galactic. In order to gain access from the reader and the direct Galerian code, please enter the direct Galerian Wait there, Rian. The analysis will soon be finished. I've got it, Rian. It's H-A-T-E. Warning. Last Galerian Program 8 is secretly accessed by Mother Computer Galactic. In order to gain access from the main system,
H-A-T-E.
Talk about somebody who shat his pants. We're talking about Rion. And a lot of bright flashes.
Yeah, seriously, I mean, it's no wonder Rion's all screwed up. He's probably had 20 seizures by now.
Exactly. And I'm headed for this doorway, and I did take some time off screen to go ahead and kill a bunch of the enemies in here. Something I didn't mention throughout this entire LP is when you kill enemies, you get different pickups. Some of them are actually upgrades to your current abilities or your health or different things like that. I didn't quite notice that because I see a pickup, I just grab it and go on. And this isn't a walkthrough, so it's not like I need to be super thorough, but I will throw that out there, and that is kind of cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, so to be a little bit positive, and I mentioned this before, I do like the shift in camera style compared to the original game. I think this is a good way of going. I had some issues with this camera, but for the most part, it works okay. It's not too bad.
I like this hallway.
Yeah.
This hallway's awesome.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's all glowy and shit.
Yeah, and the menu is significantly better. There's no more limitation on items you can carry. I like that. Give me that item. And items glow, they're easier to see, and you don't have to press X to pick them up. You just automatically get them.
The last Galerian development room is connected to Dorothy's main system. What's that?
I never thought you'd get this far. You've seen my development program, Rion.
Yeah. Ash, you're...
Yes. I'm just a program to be executed if Mother was destroyed. Surprised? I'm merely data with no human flesh. Humans are ridiculous fools. Without ever having seen my body for themselves, they were utterly convinced that I was a physical human entity. Nobody realized or suspected that I was fake, created using downloaded data. In order to restore Mother's huge system, I'd need an incredible amount of restart energy. For this, Mother created a DT-type fusion reactor, a reactor that humans couldn't make. This isn't a normal fusion reactor. By combining the nuclei of deuterium and hydrogen-3, generating energy for 10 million years from seawater is possible. Mother created an underground sun, Rion. And I am that system's master computer. When I was young, I cursed my own destiny. I wanted a living body. Such an amazing container for life. It can be warmed by sunlight and touch water. And with each breath, it can feel the very presence of air molecules in every part of its lungs. Mother made me study humans intensely, and the more I learned, the more jealous I became of the physical body. But see, I've used a network from the real world to create a virtual world. And finally, I understand. Without a body, I am pure. And I am eternal. Rion, do you really want to know the truth? All right, after you destroyed Mother 6 years ago, I could have resurrected her whenever I wanted, any time at all. But I didn't. Do you want to know why? I waited so that I could confine her. If I had resurrected her back then, I'd simply be nothing more than the master computer for her fusion reactor, just a part of her system. Who would settle for a miserable destiny like that? Not I. So I ripped the skin from my own system. I tore out my circuits, and I gouged out my data. Then, with these hands, I completely overwrote my program that Mother had created. You could never appreciate the agony, the anguish that I went through. I gave myself the power to rebel against Mother, she who had suppressed me all this time like a worthless fool. I did it by developing a program that would confine Mother and allow me to freely control her system. Soon the transfer of Mother's data will be completed. It has now become my turn to do the suppressing.
You just don't get it, do you, Ash? Like mother, like son, you're following right along in Dorothy's footsteps. In your bitter quest for vengeance against Dorothy, you hurt others, and by doing so, you set yourself up as a target for revenge yourself. Do you intend to continue this foolish cycle?
All is destroyed. No one will be left to hate me. Don't you think that you're the fool to have turned against us? Trying to save your precious humans. Sounds like she's resurrected. But in the cage that I made for her, do you think you can stop me? Rion?
Well, I don't remember what we were talking about because...
We were talking about positive things.
Right. We started talking about a whole bunch of other stuff during the cutscenes that were not positive towards this game. However...
Like pineapples.
Yes, pineapples. And they'll never know what we're talking about. Yeah, the camera style is a lot better in this game. I like the dodge roll being added. That's really cool. I like the shield being added. I don't like that they took away the scan feature. It's technically still there, but you don't need it to do anything. I think that would have been nice if they had kept that and added more actual puzzles instead of just run through a bunch of glowy bits, which was pretty stupid. And obviously, we've already talked about the lack of environments. We've made our opinions on that very clear. When you have 2 areas in an entire game, pretty much, that's beyond lame.
Well, and apparently one of those areas was from
Where's
the
Mother's
first game.
boobies?
Oh,
Boobies!
No! Wait, what am I saying? Yes, on the boobies, always.
Yeah, I don't really need to see Mother's boobies, but they're there. I'll
We've
look
seen
at
them before. They're old news.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like when you see them once, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. Once you've seen them, they're kind of old news. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Lilia, where are you?
How come you're not molesting me right now? Where'd you go? What's
Damn
wrong?
you, Lilia! I need you to take off that lab coat!
Am I in a dream again? She's not molesting me. I think I'm in a dream again.
Must be.
Seriously.
So, now that we're back in this world...
Dr. Lillian! Dr. Lillian, where are you?
Pat?
Rion! I haven't been able to contact Dr. Lillian for a while.
Okay, I'll try to find her.
Rion, be careful. There's enemies swarming all over the place.
Understood.
Well, shit. Lilia's gone.
Oh no. What will I
Yeah.
ever do?
Hey, that moment that I predicted would happen. Looks like this place is a mess.
What?
And everybody's dead.
No one could have predicted this.
No, totally
one.
not us several videos back.
I believe it was the first video.
Probably. Well, we didn't know about this particular area in the first video, but...
Rion! Come in! Rion!
Romero?
Rion! We need help! The situation is bad!
Where are you?
The flight control office!
Understood. On my way.
I don't know who that is, actually.
I thought that was the major guy.
It could be, but that seems odd.
Well, he
And-
seemed kind of angry, so that's why I thought the major guy.
I mean, it could be. He's the only other male character who's had a voice, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
And you might see why I'm a bit confused by that later on this video, but we'll get there.
Okay.
Hey, look, this place is a mess because it takes destroying the environment to kill a bunch of people, apparently.
I mean, it looks like a literal fireball went through this entire area.
That would be my guess, yes.
Because
So-
that's what it looks like. And it's still gray. Of course, I mean, if you burn something, it's going to turn gray. So, I mean, I guess at least it makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's just
I mean,
more gray.
I will say it's a slight improvement, but not much. But I like the powers that we get. I like the new powers that we get in this game. I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah. They seem more useful than the other ones. Shit.
Yeah, I like the camera change. I like the menu. The menu is significantly better. There's no cap on items you can carry, unlike the original. That was a nice change. Very nice change. Technically, the voice actors are better. I don't necessarily agree with the direction they were given, but technically they were better. I feel like there was...
Which is concerning. I don't remember what the voice actors were in the first game. That's kind of sad, considering I don't like most of the voice acting in this game.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out where we need to go here. There's another positive I wanted to say about this game, and I can't remember, so I guess it's not super important. I mentioned the shield, which was a good addition.
You like Chilled, yeah.
Rion! It's Romero! He's got Dr. Lillian! He's taken her!
What the? Where are they?
They're here! Number 2 hangar!
Okay, I'll be right there.
Awesome. So I guess we got to go help Lilia, who's been taken by the Major. So we saw that there was a traitor. I believe it was last video. I've already forgotten because this is all blurring together. So we've got to get to number 2 hangar in order to fly off to go find the Major so that we can save Lilia. Because, you know, if we don't save Lilia, this whole situation was a bit of a failure. wasn't it? Yeah, so...
Pretty sure the fact if the Major is the traitor, then that already is pretty bad, because then they don't have any leadership. Because the
Well, at this
badass
point-
lady who could have taken leadership is dead.
Well, everybody's dead, so...
Oh, so I guess
Who
it
else
doesn't
is he
matter
going to
then.
take leadership over at this
Oh.
point?
Yeah,
So-
never mind then. Then why do we care?
The Major's a traitor. You can imagine already, we got to go put him down.
If everyone's dead, who is he really betraying?
Well, he might have betrayed everybody while they were still alive, and thus been a traitor. And so the reason they're all dead is because he caused their death. Maybe he let Ash and his people into the system or something like that.
Could be. Yeah,
Now,
I can see
if
that.
this game were
That would be pretty bad.
interesting,
Yeah.
and when Rion thought he was in the real world, but he was in the dream world, and they'd actually used that to make Rion create passageways so that they could get into the computer system, that would have been interesting, but we don't get that. So I have to assume that the Major is the one that did all that.
Oh, because, yeah, that would have been interesting if they had tricked Rion into letting everyone in and everyone's dying and it's his fault.
Absolutely. Well,
That would have
technically,
been awesome.
yeah, I mean, technically it wouldn't be his fault, but I could easily see where people would blame him, though.
Well, yeah.
And that would be offer options for character development and conflict, which could be interesting.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be something
Yeah.
he would obviously do on purpose, but
Well, no,
yeah, I mean,
not
it
at
would
all.
still kind of technically be his fault.
Yeah. And
The Major would definitely rub that salt in his face.
Oh, of course. And I was looking at an LP of this game by that same guy that did that ghost storybook kind of game thing I sent you an LP of a month or two ago. And
Okay.
apparently you can use the fire to lock on to multiple enemies, which is cool.
Rion, it's Romero. The Major is a traitor. I saw him, dude. Mechanical circuits were implanted into his face. He grabbed Dr. Lilia and took off in one of the beagles.
There's only one place where he would go. And that's straight to Ash.
Radioactivity levels out there are going crazy. I hope Dr. Lilia didn't go outside without protective clothing. I'm really worried.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah, Rion?
Nothing. Never mind.
What is it? Don't play around. You will come back, won't you, Rion?
What makes you ask such a thing?
Because of your laugh. It sounded so lonely.
Pat. The real me has been dead for a long time. What you see here is only a reflection of Rion. But through this reflection, I've met you and Cass, and I've seen Lilia again. For that I am grateful.
Rion.
I will finish everything here. That's all I need.
Hey, we're in the only sequence in the game where you're actually outside. Hooray.
Holy shit.
But I was talking about before, I've been watching an LP of this game by a Let's Player that I enjoy. And he actually was able to target multiple enemies with the fire attack and burn multiple enemies, which I think is pretty cool. I never figured that out while playing. So I will say that is pretty awesome. We're about to get into a section of the game, though, where I'm going to be cutting a lot of. So I do get a bit lost in here, considering there are multiple doors. Not real easy to figure out which door to go to. But the first door you're going to actually see me go to is the one that we're ultimately going to need to go to. Unfortunately, the game puts us on a bit of a wild goose chase. And you'll see what I mean.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you'll see what I mean here coming up. So we're in this uranium facility, which technically is a third area, but doesn't feel like it. This is where we're going to end up, this room here, which is probably not a shock. So we're tracing after the Major who's got Lilia. We come over here, and now he's all, I'm a mustache twirler, you know, whatever, which is different from you and your baton twirling or whatever it was you were telling me about years ago.
Yep.
Which I still remember because I was like, holy shit, you're a girl. Damn.
I was at one time. I used to even be in ballet.
And so we get chased out here, or we chase him out here. Woohoo! It's very exciting. We're going to chase this guy over just about every room in this facility, which to me is pointless backtracking and game padding that I don't want to deal with. Nobody else needs to deal with. So if you're looking at this for a walkthrough, and I'm sorry if you are, I'm just going to cut to rooms where we're actually going to encounter him. So any transitionary rooms, you'll have to find for yourself. Just to save everybody a little bit of time, I was going to cut this entirely, but I thought just in case somebody needed to see it, I'd go ahead and leave it in. Save point, finally used that one. It was the only save point in the game I hadn't used, so I had to use it.
Achievement complete.
Yep. And there's nothing to any of this. All we're seeing is him throw grenades at Rion, going, which I can do myself.
Over here.
Yeah, as we
Great.
go ahead and take Lilia, who, never mind the fact this place is super radioactive, so she's dealing with radiation poisoning at this point, because she's not a Galerian, so...
Well, neither is the Major.
Well, we'll see about him here coming up. I don't want to talk about that too much, in case somebody actually cares about the story. Neither of us do, but in case somebody does, I don't want to fuck that up for them.
Well, I mean, who cares if she just develops lots of tumors in a third head?
Well, maybe she develops a third breast, and maybe Rion's into that.
No, I said third head.
I
So
know
if
you
she
said
gets the
third.
second head, so that was third head.
I know you said third head, but
Okay.
I said third breast because I'm a perv.
So you just turn it into whatever you wanted her to have.
Well, I look at the next game I'm intending to LP, and it's too easy, so I'm not going to be a perv doing that LP. You already know which game I'm talking about. So, I
How
don't...
are you not going to be a perv with that game, where it is, like, meant to be a perv game?
Because it's too easy.
Oh, well...
The game does it itself. I don't have to do
it
anything.
does.
Yeah, I don't have to do anything for that one.
Yeah, it does all the work for you.
Yeah, so I'm not bothering with that game. I'll let it do itself.
Okay.
You can already kind of tell this is what I'm going with, just to cut out some of the rooms because it's pointless backtracking.
Yeah.
And all that, and we end up back here anyways. I believe we're in the room we need to be in. No, we're not, but we will.
Is this
be
that
shortly.
one with the force fields?
No. Thankfully,
Okay.
we don't go back there. We actually don't go back to the data world, technically, so
Thank
we're
God.
we're good there. Technically, we've only been in this facility one other time. See what I mean? We're back here already. All that just to end up back here anyways. That was just pointless game padding that this game didn't
So
need.
we just went in a giant circle.
Yes, that's
Great.
all we did. And
Fantastic.
that was the last of the bitching I really needed to do besides giving my final thoughts on this game, which we'll do during the final end credits. It's not a great game. If you like this game, good on you. I certainly would not take that away from somebody, but I had to play it. Well, technically I didn't have to. I chose to play it, and I don't enjoy it.
Yeah, all I can say is thank goodness it's short.
Ish.
I mean, it's 8 hours. That's pretty short.
For me, this is probably medium length. Look at the games I play. So
Yeah, that is true.
for me, this is a little bit longer than I'm used to. And I had somebody comment on Extermination and be like, wow, that was such a short game. And I'm like, yeah, for me, this is probably about average.
Yeah.
Romero, why did you betray us?
I was afraid, Rion. I was truly afraid. The more I fought them, the more their hideous terror sunk into my mind. Did you see the way they controlled my dead troops? From the bottom of my heart, the fear of death overwhelmed me. It was then, when Ash gained access using the communicator of a damaged armed robot. He promised that if I handed over the DNA data needed to access Elaine's network, he would spare me alone. So I sold it to Ash. The DNA data.
You fool. Why did you believe his lies?
Lies? He kept his word. But, like this, the future that Ash has promised me, it's not half as bad as you may think.
That quick attack I was talking about in one of the previous videos, and I used in the early stages of this LP, is useful here to get some quick shots off with the Nalcon. I think Nalcon is the only one you can actually do that with, and whenever you get an opportunity to do a charged up attack, even better. So that's what we're going with here. But don't take my word for it, because I did use an action replay, so I'm no expert on this fight.
At least the quick attack does seem to kind of interrupt their animation, so that is good.
Yeah, that's what I was going with. Damn it, a loading screen didn't cut. Fuck.
Oh, is that why it's black?
Yeah, I'm like, why is it... Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I was like, why is it black there? Fuck. And I'm not editing it out now, because I'm like, well, then I'd have to edit commentary even more so, and I don't want to do that, so...
Yeah, screw that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll leave it in now, but I'm just like, shit, I would have edited it out otherwise.
It's fine.
Oh, and we're still fighting.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna be in a cutscene and we're still fighting.
Yeah, I was really surprised by that. Oh well.
It's like, oh, where's the cutscene? I'm like, why are we fighting stuff?
Yep.
Fool. Ash has given me permission to use Lilia to preserve the DNA of humans. You have ruined everything. Now, the human race will become extinct.
Is that why you tried to bring Lilia here?
She has been overexposed to radiation. If Ash does not reconstruct her as a robot, she will die.
Damn you to hell! Lilia! Lilia!
Rian, where am I?
Underneath the refining factory.
I feel so dizzy and so sick. I've been exposed, haven't I?
Ash will be able to help you. But
I don't want to be made into a robot. Rian, just leave me here and go.
Pat will come for us. Don't give up on me now.
Rian, I am Lilia. No one else. I am the Lilia that loves you. Do you believe me, Rian?
Yes, I do.
I thought I would never see you again. I'm so happy that you're beside me now.
Lilia! She's still breathing. Pat, I'm with Lilia on the bottom floor. Come for us, hurry!
Well, I guess that's all for the Major. Even though the Major isn't exactly the highest ranking officer in the military, but whatever.
Well, maybe for whatever his... I don't know what they call it. Like his...
I assume everybody was dead, and he ended up in charge.
Yeah.
I do think they ruined his character. We were talking about this during cutscenes. He wasn't exactly a great character anyways, but to make him afraid of death, to me, seems like it kind of ruined his character. And to make him the betrayer seemed very obvious. And, oh, I'm scared of death. And you pointed this out during the cutscenes. Where it's like, dude, how many times have you faced death?
This fusion reactor cannot be destroyed from the outside. Gain access from the terminal. It's time to finish this once and for all. Welcome, Rion. Anger took over, and you didn't put your body in an organic storage device. You know what that means, don't you? By this time, the body you left behind in the reactor is dead. And now, you too are free of your filthy body. Oh, how I have been waiting for this moment. So, Rion, how is it, huh? What do you think? The joyful experience of discarding the impure human body and its inefficient systems. There is no world for you to return to now. Rion, obey me.
Never.
And why is that?
I've seen too much suffering. Birdman, Reinhardt, Rita, and Kine, all dead. And that suffering gave birth to you, and Pirano, and Spider, and Nitro. That's why. I want to sever these endless chains of suffering.
I see. Then we'll just have to destroy your data with this noise gun.
Oh no, we're dead now! And now we gotta face Ash in some sort of a virtual reality boss battle, which, if you're epileptic, you're gonna want to not look at the screen for this fight. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of lights.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you killed Rion.
You bastard!
I mean, can we really say that if we killed ourselves, though? I mean, he did get electrocuted one too many times.
Rion did kill himself, but he was technically, I won't say tricked into doing it, because you pointed out last video that it's not really hard to trick Rion.
Yeah.
But Ash did technically say, hey, access this console in order to meet me. And yeah, I guess Rion's body died during this whole time frame. We'll find out that apparently a lot of time can pass while this is all going on.
Ash.
Please, you must return to its real form.
What's going on?
If you hate the world of the future, then you should die.
What the hell is going on?
Ash, didn't you always want to escape from Mother? Well, it was those feelings of yours that gave birth to me. Ash, you wanted to destroy the weak side of your personality. And that's what caused me to be born. Ash, you watched the suffering in your
can predict your every move before you even make it. You cannot defeat me, Rion.
Awesome. So we are in our final thing we have to do in this game, besides watch cutscenes. Yeah.
Whoa.
I have no idea. If I was not using my action replay, I don't know what I would have done here, so no advice for this. Just try not to die. I guess that's my advice.
Spray and pray. That's all you can do.
Pretty much. That's how I like to approach every situation.
Basically, yeah.
Especially going to the bathroom in a public toilet. Oh, yes.
God.
Hey, to be fair, given the people we work with, that's not exactly uncommon.
That doesn't mean you need to be part of the problem.
I agree, and that's why I technically don't do it, but, it was a joke. Come on now. Joke.
Hey, I lived with people who had that same mentality.
Ah, well, there you go.
And it wasn't even my mentally handicapped brother. That was the sad part. We thought it was him, and it turned out it wasn't.
Damn it.
And we're like, dude, why are you peeing all over the place? And he was like, what benefit do I have for not doing that?
Oh, shit.
I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, we had a guy at work that we were suspecting of shitting all over the place, and I made a comment about him after coming off from my vacation last year. It turns out he died, and I was just like, well, I guess we'll find out if he was the one doing it or not. It turns out he was. So,
Oh.
yeah.
With what you told me of that guy,
He clearly had medical problems. I'm not saying he should have died by any means, but, if you're not
Well,
getting help, well,
it's one of those, like, when you weigh 450 pounds, what you expect
Yep.
to happen?
exactly.
Impossible! Can you really see my future? How? How is it possible? Laugh, Rion. You have won.
Ash, I am the virus program that was made to destroy Dorothy and her children. I wasn't called here by Lilia or by anyone else. It seems to me as if I came here on my own will.
I was created to resurrect Mother, and you were created to destroy her. I think I know now why I couldn't hate you from my heart.
Goodbye, Ash. Ash, I have no hate for you in my heart. So please, you too must not hate anyone.
I was born here. And this place holds nothing but cold and solitude. Not even a touch of warmth. I was forever lonely.
You are very much like me.
Why? It's something I've never felt before. It's spreading through my systems. So strange. It feels warm.
Pat? Yes, I've come to rescue you, Rion. How can you be here? 10 years have passed since your battle with Ash. Mankind reached a level of technology that has eliminated dangerous programs like Dorothy. Releasing you from your frozen condition and returning you to the real world was Dr. Lilia's last wish. Lilia's last wish? Yes, I'm sorry, but 2 years after the battle, she passed away from radiation sickness. I became a computer engineer so I could continue Dr. Lilia's work. Thank you, Pat. But I don't want to return to reality anymore. Please, delete all trace of Ash's data and of mine. But please, Pat. I understand. Pat. The future. What is it like? Well, now everyone believes in a more distant future. Good. That's good. Lilia, I always hear your voice.
And that's it for Galerians Ash. I guess we're all dead?
Wait, that is it?
Yep, I
Oh,
guess.
shit.
I assume that took 10 years for our virtual selves to dissipate. I'm not really sure. I don't get it, and I don't really care all that much.
Okay, I will give it that. It kind of ended well. I was not expecting everybody to die.
Most everybody did. I think Pat said that humanity itself kind of rebounded and recovered, but yeah,
But
pretty
everyone
much.
in this building's dead.
Yeah, all the characters in the game pretty much died except for Pat, which is kind of cool. I mean, kind of sucks Lilia died. Not that I'm a super fan of hers or anything, but it's not like she was like a bad person or anything. You kind of figured Rion was going to die. Like, he died in the first game anyways. And technically, he died even before the first game because we were playing as a copy. So
Oh, yeah, it's true.
I'm not really surprised that that happened. And
Yeah,
none of
but
the other
now
peop-
the body is dead and the mind is dead.
Yeah, so he's
So now
gone.
you're dead.
Yeah, which probably is the best way that could have happened for Rion, honestly. After everything that's happened to him,
Yeah.
it probably just works out the best.
You've just been molested even more.
Yeah, and Soldier Chick sacrificing yourself was fine. We're finished with the game? Gotta do it.
Okay.
Victory sip. Soldier guy decided to be a bitch and be afraid of death and betray everyone, so of course we had to put him down, and it makes sense that all the Galerians would die. So really it makes sense for everybody else that they would die.
Well, I want to
Honestly.
think that the soldier guy fought, and then they captured him, and then basically turned him into a Borg, and that's what got that idea in his head.
I would hope so. At least that would give him some redeeming characteristics. So we'll go ahead and pretend that's what happened, because that would also explain why he was so hostile towards Rion.
Yeah.
Because it was very unnecessarily hostile, too.
He was.
So-
I just figured it's this whole, like, masculine thing that he thought he had to go on about.
Yeah. So ultimately, for the most part, neither of us cared about the story. If you do, awesome. Not going to shit on you for that, but neither of us did. There's a lot of brightness and epilepsy causing stuff, which I didn't really care for.
Yeah.
Story overall, it started off interesting, but for me, maybe it ended okay, but it didn't really connect well in the middle.
It really
Getting from
didn't.
beginning to end didn't connect. at all.
It ended well. To me, a story where just like pretty much everyone dies is a pretty decent story in my book.
Yeah, and the beginning part of the game, you could tell from the LP, when we were positive on the game, that's the part I enjoyed of the game. Once I realized, oh, this is all we're getting, that's when I got salty about this game.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we've already harped on it enough that there's just not enough environments in this game. There's a lot of bullshit stuff where you're walking around environments just to pad out the game because you're being tricked into the dream world and nothing interesting comes of it. And then you have to follow that major guy as he drags Lilia around, causing her more radiation poisoning than she needed, just wandering around areas just to pad out the game. That was bullshit.
Well, I'm wondering, like, why he even bothered. Like, if they care so
I have
little
no
about
idea.
her and they were just going to give her poisoning anyway, then why bother?
They say something during one of the cutscenes we weren't paying attention
Oh,
to that
I'll
they
have to
needed her
watch it
for
then.
something, but I can't remember. Either way, this game definitely is amongst the worst I've LP'd. I don't like it. And that's pretty much it for this LP. Thanks for watching, and we will see y'all in whatever I decide to do next. Not sure what that will be.